Alright, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to move this hive to a new pallet just because I want something other than what I got it sitting on. And I've got a different pallet to set it on, so I'm going to move it. And then I'm going to do a quick inspection on it to see how it's doing. There. Now what that does for me is obviously it gets it up off the ground a bit more. Gives me a metal plate underneath it so I can get it nice and level and keep it that way. Keeps it easier to keep cleaned up around it. And it makes me happy. So, alright. And I know it won't bother the bees because you see those foragers went back in pretty quick. So, it's not a problem for them. Gives me enough room, I can set another hive over here. That box is stuck pretty good. All right, let's go look and see what they're doing. It's supposed to storm starting tonight. And for the next 3 days. That's why I'm wanting to get them moved. Check on them. Make sure everything's moving along. Okay. They're building a little comb on the outside board. And I need to take that out to give me room. That's good to see them building out on that. So they've still got plenty of room. They got nectar stored in the top. The other side is built out, but nothing on it. Okay, it's built out. The other side they're building out, but there's not much of anything on there. Give them a little more smoke. Want to get them moved down a little bit. So you can see they're not flying because it's getting late. All right, got a lot of brood on that side. And a bunch around it that they're capping. Same on the other side. A lot of brood. A lot of capped brood on this side. Look like a lot of larvae on that side. Yeah, they're putting honey on this side. And they're building that side out. Move some frames around just a little bit. Because I got two frames here that are from last year's honey harvest that are completely built out, and yet they're not touching them at all. All right, she's still pretty small. Doesn't need anything new. I mean, it's coming along. So that's good to see. All right. I'm not going to mess with my big honey producer, but I do want to take a look in this box. But if you'll notice, on the right side and across the top of the entrance reducer that I put down there, they've propolized quite a ways across it. So they're reducing their own entrance quite a bit. Because basically I'm just going to look at the honey box, the top one real quick, and then I'm going to look at the end of the bottom box. That's because I have this top board on top of the feeder board. I don't remember why. Well, I did do because I put that top entrance on there so the drones could get out. And they're building comb on the top. And I see why. All right. It's a 9 frames and a 10 frame box. And let me get my hive lifter, my frame lifter. Once I figure out what I put it, there it is. It's so handy for this type of deal. Okay. That's full. It's halfway capped. They've got that one full in the middle. That one's drawn out pretty good. I gotta put this in. I gotta zip open my veil. Right. All right. That's all I need to see in there, really. All right, that's much better than it has been. I only have 1 or 2 drones stuck on top. All right, they're filling frames up with nectar pretty good. In these old dark frames. And that frame, they're building it out a little bit. Be good. All right. I want you to see this. I have a chewed out queen cell and 2 open queen cells. Yeah, the only bees that are flying around me are drones. I'm disturbing their sleep, I guess. I really would like to see some brood. Queen little cup there. Nothing in it. All right. That is a very nice brood pattern. See some baby. Look like they've hatched out. Kind of white. Yeah, right there's where they've been hatching out. Okay, we're gonna. We've got 2 more frames. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Okay, so the brood that I moved over is hatching out. They've destroyed the queen cells or they've opened up. Which normally means they have a queen. And even though I don't see one and I don't see any production, she would have just hatched. Hopefully she's going on a mating flight because the next 3 days she's not going to get to. Or she's not ready yet and she's going to spend 3 more days in the box, unable to go. All right. Let me put the queen excluder back on there. And the honey. All right, that's all I'm going to do right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll do some more videos here in another 3 days after the storms pass. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.